We begin today's wrestling news and rumors video with an interesting tease from the undisputed champion Cody Rhodes regarding The Rock's involvement with WrestleMania 41 next year. And clearly, Rhodes is sure that The Rock will be back in WWE at some point, with fans obviously hoping for Dwayne Johnson to be a part of WrestleMania next year in a big way. Now, as most of you guys are likely aware, The Rock did make a surprise appearance at the Bad Blood Premium live event earlier this fall, teasing a showdown with Roman Reigns and, of course, the undisputed champ Cody Rhodes. But considering The Rock hasn't appeared in WWE since, some wrestling fans are concerned that there's a chance that The Rock won't be competing at WrestleMania 41 next April. Now, in a recent interview, Cody Rhodes basically addressed the possibility of The Rock not competing at WrestleMania next year, and Rhodes said that even if The Rock isn't competing in the ring at Mania next year, he will still be very much involved with what happens at the show, considering he's on the board of directors of TKO and is truly a final boss in WWE, revealing, quote, "Well, I mean this, and I don't mean this in a smart aleck type way, but Rock is the director of the board, the man that is the final boss. Dwayne Johnson is different from the final boss, and his outside-the-box thinking with Nick Khan and Triple H is part of WWE's record era. Part of this WWE's Netflix era. So whether he's in the ring or not, he is very much still involved with what happens at WrestleMania 41. I know when he comes back, I know who he'll come looking for, and I know what to expect. But what I can say about WrestleMania 41 is, keep the rumors going, keep them churning, enjoy the discourse, but I think what you will get will surprise you all." Now, the OTC Roman Reigns certainly will be quite furious with his Wiseman Paul Heyman after finding out this shocking bit of news regarding Heyman coming out of SmackDown this past week, and we send our thoughts and prayers to Paul Heyman because he's definitely going to have his hands full with an angry OTC in the coming days. At the end of SmackDown this past Friday, Roman Reigns had attempted to give Paul Heyman a phone call, only to find out that Heyman's number was no longer in service, and Reigns was visibly upset by this, as you would expect. The OTC needed to talk with his Wiseman, and Paul Heyman simply wasn't there for him, and the two haven't spoken to each other since the conclusion of WrestleMania 40 this past April. However, the crazy thing is that a Twitter user by the name of Odd Tree Banjo exposed Paul Heyman to the wrestling world, with this user messaging Heyman after SmackDown went off the air, questioning why Paul ghosted the OTC, with the exact message being, quote, "Why did you ghost the OTC when he needed you most, big dog?" And the shocking thing is that Paul Heyman saw this message almost immediately, which caused some concern as to why Heyman wasn't there for Roman Reigns when he clearly had the time if he's seeing random messages from fans. Hopefully this is just a miscommunication issue between Reigns and Heyman, and they get this sorted out soon. Otherwise, Roman's going to be pretty upset and justifiably angry at his supposed Wiseman. Now, Stephanie McMahon had resigned from all her positions in WWE when the company was bought out by Endeavor last year, and revealed that she was planning to take a break to spend more time with family. But there has been speculation recently suggesting that perhaps Stephanie McMahon could find her way back to WWE in some capacity soon, and a tease from Kevin Owens has caused some fans to believe that not only could Stephanie be returning to WWE, she might be coming back to take Nick Aldis' job as SmackDown General Manager after a recent cryptic social media post by Kevin Owens, with an article being posted by Sportskeeda Wrestling recently exploring the possibility of Stephanie McMahon coming back to WWE and replacing Nick Aldis as SmackDown GM following a mention from Kevin Owens. Now, on SmackDown this past week, Nick Aldis revealed that Kevin Owens was banned from appearing on the show, and Owens would then take to social media and post a video response detailing the supposed injustice, with Owens tagging Triple H, Nick Aldis, The Rock, and notably Stephanie McMahon in this post, which got fans buzzing about what it could mean. Now back at the SummerSlam 2024 post-show press conference, Triple H was asked about his wife Stephanie McMahon's status with WWE, and while Hunter would reveal that Stephanie had no official position with the company, Hunter did plant the seed that she could be returning down the line, revealing, quote, "She does not have an official role right now, but I can tell you this, she loves this, absolutely loves it. Sometimes harder to love it, and sometimes easy to love it. It's easy to love it again for her. She's enjoying watching it. No official role right now. Right now, her official role is that she's enjoying our kids getting too old too fast. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. I would expect to see her around because she loves it, and she's enjoying being around it again. Let us know down in the comments section below if you guys would be happy to see Stephanie McMahon back in WWE on television, and would you be in support of the idea of Stephanie replacing Nick Aldis as the general manager of Friday Night SmackDown, or do you feel like Aldis has done a great job in his role and shouldn't be replaced, and that if Stephanie wants to return to WWE, the company should find a different role for her? Let us know. Former WWE ring announcer Samantha Irvin has definitely found herself in the wrestling news headlines since she departed WWE last month, and not because of her seemingly sudden exit, but instead because of the fact that Samantha Irvin, who was always given a lot of praise for her talent on the mic, revealed that she didn't like being a WWE ring announcer, and some of the comments Samantha made about disliking her role as WWE's lead ring announcer upset some fans and sort of changed their perspective about her. And while some fans feel Samantha Irvin along with Ricochet have burned their bridges with WWE, Samantha feels differently with her response to a fan on Twitter asking if she along with Ricochet had calmed down after burning their bridges with WWE, with Samantha stating, quote, "So funny, I asked Grok today what bad thing I said about WWE since I have no idea what everyone is talking about." Samantha would then respond to another fan's comment by saying, quote, "If people can't see how I tried to sprinkle some Robin Williams on the announcing to make it something I could enjoy, they weren't really seeing me. They were just seeing an announcer. And so I can understand why me not liking memorizing stats and reciting match rules with no cards on live television would offend someone. Kind of. The backlash showed me that it wasn't me they liked all along, which I already knew. Now the people that really enjoyed my performance are being super cool about me not really digging the career path of an announcer and sticking to what my career has been all along, making art and performing." Honestly, we think it's time for Samantha Irvin to finally move on from talking about her departure from WWE and her frustrations with the company, and to instead spend her time now on her future outside of WWE. Now, Alexa Bliss has teased in the recent past that she has an interest in eventually returning to WWE, and this comes after Alexa took an extended break from the ring to start a family with her husband, Ryan Cabrera, and Alexa hasn't been seen in a WWE ring since the 2023 Royal Rumble, where she unsuccessfully challenged for Bianca Belair's Raw Women's title. However, with Alexa Bliss revealing that she would return to WWE, fans are now speculating how the company could choose to bring her back to television, with many feeling Alexa will be getting involved with the Wyatt Six faction. But Final Testament leader Karrion Kross recently responded to a fan on Twitter asking if he'd welcome Alexa Bliss to the Final Testament if she was to return, and Kross replied by saying, quote, "I would happily welcome her, nothing but respect." Let us know if you guys look forward to Alexa Bliss returning to WWE, and which faction should she join if she comes back, the Wyatt Six or Final Testament?